The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 3. The Timberwolves have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Trail Blazers? Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Western Conference semifinal. We'll be bringing you another exciting broadcast of NBA playoff basketball right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He is joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. And for Portland, the wings, Sharp and Avdia. Williams is out there with Ayton. And it's Henderson in at the 1. Now here's Williams. Outside, Avdia. Williams sets a screen for Avdia. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Avdia's got the first basket of the game for the Trailblazers.
You can see the work that Avdia has put into that three-point shot.
Outside, Edwards. Pass to Reed.
Clearly a foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Shooting for Minnesota. Reed. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Reed.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's Henderson. Takes a three. Ayton stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Takes it inside. Here's Randle. Portland grabs the miss.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
Back to Avdia. Pass to Henderson. And Paul pulls it down. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's McDaniels. Back to Randle. Lets the 3-5. No good that time. Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Henderson with a screen on Edwards. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. No good from outside. Pass to Reed. Avdia against McDaniel. Randle can't get that one to fall.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And Williams throws it down.
Oh, look at that rim after that Williams jam. It's still swaying.
Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
I know it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Sharp, the pass to Williams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Solid screen and finish. That's what Williams is out there to do.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Simons, he's checked in for Avdia. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. The 4th spot held by Anthony Edwards.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Now here's Paul. Paul with the screen for Edwards. That 3 off the mark. Portland leading by 5. Simons, the pass to Ayton. He can't hit that time. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Reed. Reed with a screen on Henderson. Henderson against McDaniel. Just 4 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Reed gets the bucket.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Simons surveying the D. Randall grabs the board.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Oh, here's Edwards. Scoreless thus far. Here's Reed. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Portland leading. Here's Henderson. A second chance effort. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Scoot loves to attack in the lane and has the strength and the hops to be successful there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Simons after the basket by Minnesota. Over Edwards. A nice shot by Simons.
Most of Simon's shots are inside or outside. I don't know where the other side they can come from, but he can hit from anywhere.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Reed with a screen for Edwards. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
For 3. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Here is Edwards. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Dillingham, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Edwards. And it's Garza in at center. Edwards, no good.
But we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now, here's Simons. With the shot. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Simons has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Pass to Garza. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now Dillingham. Pocket 6. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
And this is big for Edwards, his confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
To the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Clingan.
And really the only question going forward for Clingan, can he keep up with the foot speed in the NBA?
He's off on the second. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Dillingham can't tie it up as that one misses. And the Trailblazers shooting 43% from the field. Grant outside. Fires from deep. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Here's Edwards. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Timberwolves trail. Pass to Dillingham. Outside Edwards. Ingles with the ball. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. Connects from 3-point range. Edwards got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A different look now for Portland. Ayton comes in for Clingan, and it's Williams in for Avdia. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Grant with the screen on Edwards. Here's Banton. Still scoreless. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Ayton missing. Minnesota in the lead. Ball kicks to Edwards. Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Grant sets a screen for Simons. Outside Williams. Grant against McDaniel. Off with the layup.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Trailblazers trail by 3. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Edwards passes to Reed. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Simons. No good. That would have tied it.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Edwards gets to Randall. McDaniels a screen on Williams. Randall no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
27 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here is Paul. Still yet to score. Randall with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively. Reed with a screen on Simons. Reed gets the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Three-pointer, Simons. A shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Timberwolves lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys shot a great percentage in the first half, but still a tight game. What do you think's causing that?
I think right now we're playing at that tempo. You know, we need to pick up the pace. Defend, rebound, run, and pick up the pace a little bit.
And defense starts that pace. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome all. Game 3, and it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Playoff atmosphere, hostile environment, man. They're handling the pressure, putting themselves in a good spot to win.
Hard to focus with thousands of fans screaming at you. They've stayed in it. They've stayed confident. Checking out the circumstances for the Portland Trailblazers. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys with a big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
Whoever wins this Game 3, they win the series.
That is bold, Kenny. I sort of like it. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinals. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
It's the Timberwolves now. 3-point lead. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Williams is out there with Avdia. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Trailblazers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Pass to Sharp. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Edwards. Misses from close range. And here are the Trailblazers. Now Henderson for the tie. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Now here's Paul. Still without a basket. Here's Reed. A shot off that time. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Henderson for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Reed gets the bucket.
All right. After 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here we go, Blazers fans. Here comes your Trailblazers first team. And let us hear it. Pacers are going out
Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. 4th, DeAndre Ayton.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Sharp. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Minnesota leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Randall. And it's Portland with the rebound. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Henderson outside. Pass to Ayton. In the corner, Henderson with it. 6 to shoot. Williams sets a screen for Henderson. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Avdia. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Reed the pass to Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Good idea to make Ayton earn it at the line because he's a menace in the paint. Don't let him get that shot off.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Ayton.
And Ayton has done such a good job of staying focused and really staying in his lane to make the contributions that he does.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Simons is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Alexander Walker's checked in. Ayton hits them both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. A 3-ball. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers trail by 3. Sharp with it. Picked up by Edwards. Avdia with it. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Avdia finds Ayton. Ayton a screen on it. Offensive rebound. Simons from outside. No good there. Timberwolves leading by 3. Alexander Walker passes to Paul. Pass to Randall. There's the 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
Avdia can't hit. Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. And his tonight has been high.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Paul's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Here's Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. Plays it up off the glass. And it's 8 points for Anthony Simons.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Randall's got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. From deep. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul kicks to Reed. Oh, he misses the dunk. And we've reached the end of the third. Minnesota on top. They're up by 6. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Trailblazers trail by 6, and so in the game for the Timberwolves. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Garza in at the 5 down low. And good that time.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. And they've worked hard to create that high-quality shot, and then they will knock it down.
Here's Garza. To Alexander Walker. Teardrop shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. Trailblazers trail by 7. Three-pointers, Simon. Garza pulls it in. The Timberwolves shooting just 31% in the game. Now Edwards. Pass to Garza. Clock at 6. For the 3. A rebound by Simons. And for Portland, they're shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Shots good by Walker.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Rebound, Minnesota.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, Simons. Grant for 3. Oh, they get it back. Walker's shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Three-pointer, Simon. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
It's dance time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Keep it going. You're on the big screen. Nice try. It's all good.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He likes the effort. He likes the play. He said, look, we're rolling now, guys. Let's get that momentum and keep it, and let's make the most of it to win this series. See if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Paul kicks to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Randall against Williams. And then Randall slams it in.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Sharp against Edwards. Count that 1. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Sharp.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Oh, here's Edwards. And the wide open shot from Paul. Cans it from downtown.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Eaton a screen on Edwards. Here's Sharp. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's Paul. And again, it's Minnesota.
Shot selection from Chris Paul on point there, an efficient shooter off the dribble.
Sharp against Edwards. From downtown, Sharp, that's good.
Big points from Sharp. They needed that bucket.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Some solid defense from Ayton. Inside, Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, huge bucket from Sharp. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one.
Sharp against Edwards. Wide open look. Portland grabs the miss.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
It drops.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Here's Avdia. No good on the triple. And the Timberwolves with possession here. 4-point game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. seconds left to play in the final quarter. Williams, a screen on Edwards. It counts! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And not just an athlete. Sharp is very crafty with the ball in his hand.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
They get the rebound. Here's Avdia. Gets the 3 to fall. And now they foul and stop the clock. He misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's off as well, so he misses both. Got it up in time. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.